prepared. Sorry.
Hello, everybody. We're live, and it's our Wednesday night flippin' bunch favorite night of the week. Woo, woo. Yeah. So we're going to have some fun and learn a lot tonight. So one of our expansion pack members, Cheryl, she is going to take the lead tonight and tell us all about. She's going to teach us how to do editing through AI, or at least expose us to the fact that you can do it.
Right.
So why don't we go ahead and start with introductions, and I will play it safe because we'll save Cheryl for last. I'm going to go Mara.
That's me. Hey, I'm Mara. I'm at Borderline Furniture, and I like everything in its unhappy state as far as furniture goes. And I just like to see what I can make of something that's either old or outdated. So that's pretty much it for me. I'm just going to turn it right over to
me. To me?
Yeah. Crystal at the Crafty Creech.
That's me, everybody. Crystal, the Crafty Creech, DIYs and furniture flips. I love all things crafty and creative. I'm a thrift flipper, so I buy and sell. My most favorite is furniture. I love that most of all, and I love making them really artsy and crafty and just fun. So I've really been enjoying that lately. Okay, Levon, did you go yet, Levon?
Yeah, no, let me tell you who I am. I'm Levon, and I have Statement Designs, which started as a design business and still is a design business. And I do custom work for people, and I do the YouTube channels. I have Statement Designs and Tuesday Talk, and Tuesday Talks where I go live on Tuesday nights and have lots of fun there. And brand ambassador for Made by Marley, and I put my furniture in consignment shops. So I stay busy for someone who's trying to retire.
Yeah.
So Cheryl, tell us about, first of all, tell us about yourself, introduce yourself, and tell us about you and your channel, and then let's get into this subject.
Okay. I'm Cheryl with Lifestyle of a DIYer, and I do thrift flips, crafts, and that's about it. That covers a lot.
Sewing. Now you're doing lots of sewing.
I'm doing sewing, yes. And I have a foster dog, and he's very high maintenance, so fingers crossed he's good through this whole thing. So anyway, so I have to thank Mara, because Mara started me on this AI thing. So
you're a Terminator now. You're not a Terminator, you're a Rosie.
Uh-huh.
See the Terminator, so you're a Rosie now.
Right. So I am doing some. I've tried some different programs, and this one is called Descript. And I'm sorry, but I've got two monitors, so I keep looking over here to see what I'm doing, but I'm supposed to be looking here. So have you heard of Descript at all? No,
not until you mentioned it.
Okay. Well, let me. Let's see. How do I Descript opening? Do I just click on it? Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Go to the media assets and then just find the one you want to show.
Okay. I just click on it? Sorry, I should have asked you that before.
That's okay. It's the same for the video, show and hide.
Okay. So this is what you open up to, and you can see this is where I work in it. And all you do is you can drop. So I drop my rough draft in here, and you can see up here, how can I help you? And you can drop your video, and then when you drop your video, it will look like, let's see, let me, what it does is it like analyzes the video and it puts it all into dialogue, and then you actually can just edit the dialogue.
Oh.
Okay, I have a question. Are you dropping in clips or are you dropping in an edited version?
I'm dropping in, this is before I edited it. I did that.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
does that make
so
sense?
you're just putting in like stuff that you
And we're
filmed
going to
and
use
it
that in a minute.
Oops,
and
sorry.
it edits for you.
Well, what you do is okay, so how do I get this up
Okay, then
there?
you go over to the media assets and click on hide for that one.
Oh, for this
Trying
one.
to get rid of
Okay.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
I gotcha. So where is it? To script opening. Hide.
Oh,
Okay, so if you look, it's probably is it gonna play? No. Okay, did you hear me say gonna? In all of my videos, I say gonna about 5,000 times. Okay, so if you look right, where is it? Right up. Let's see, let's start this video from the beginning. So it's, right here. And we're gonna use that in a minute. So I'm gonna have you listen to me say gonna.
Okay.
And we're going to use that in a minute.
Okay, so I said gonna. Okay, so now I need to hide this somewhere. I'll just remove that one. And then what is the next one? Okay, so let me add the next one.
so while you're editing, I don't think your gonna is so bad.
Well, it is when there's 50 of them.
Yeah. I understand. For me, it's always so.
Yeah.
I'm always saying so.
I do
Yeah.
a lot of so's too, but yeah. So I think this thing is, when I add it, is it okay? Let's see.
Then there's always the so.
Yes.
Okay, is this the new one? Okay, so what I did, okay, I'm typing over here and it says, can you remove the gonna and replace it with my AI voice? Okay, so let me pause that.
Wow.
So you read this little dialogue and that it gives you, and then it's figuring out your AI voice. So then you can say, use my AI voice and replace all the whatever you want to replace with, like I said, replace it with going to. So let's see, I'll type that. And then it says, okay, blah, blah, blah. But what I did wrong is I didn't, okay, see up here where it says speaker 6, I should have changed that to Cheryl so it knows who I am. So I'm going to go over to this 2.4, and this is going to be this program in my AI voice.
And we're going to use that in a minute.
Did you hear how I changed it?
Yeah.
Now, I just did the one, but it would change all of them, all the gonnas to going tos. And you can also type in there, please remove all my ums, or if you say something wrong, you can you can block it out. And all you do with this program is you go up here and it's like editing a Word document. If you wanted to delete something, you would just highlight it and delete, and it would remove it from the video.
Wow. Wow. I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay, so what is next?
Yeah.
So then, go to the top. Oh, okay. So then, and the other nice thing is when you're working in here, it's already analyzed your video. It knows what your video is about. So let me remove this. And
Mara, do you think your friend CP could do that?
add this?
Mara, I said, do you think your friend CP could do that?
Okay, so I have edited my video pretty much, and I'm just trying to give you like highlights of cool things that this thing can do. So I said to it, if you look up here, I said, can you give me a 30-second intro for YouTube for this video with a story feel? Okay, so this is what it came back with right here. And it says, there's something about walking into a thrift store and seeing something so ugly that you can't stop thinking about it. That was me with this lamp. So it just did this whole little thing for me. And I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
That's really cool.
it really is. So then the next thing I did. Okay, so then let me remove this. Where am I? Okay, so I was asking for a story. So let me hide this. So the next thing I tried to do with this, and this is all under this one project, is I took little clips and I asked it to make it a reel. Okay, so, oh wait, that's over here. That's over here. So I'm going to go to video 5. I'm sorry. I wish I was better at this.
Don't worry.
That's
I'm taking notes. I'm writing notes
I
and
know.
I'm thinking.
So I was just going to show you the difference with, okay, where is it? Okay.
$6.99. That's all I paid for this lamp and the shade at the thrift store. Most people walked right past it, but I knew exactly what to do with it. I cut a thrift.
So that is my AI voice, because I wanted to hear what it sounded like. Now, I really like what it wrote for me, because it came up with all of that, and it put the titles in there.
So they're saying that's your voice. Like
That's
their
my
version of
AI
your
voice. So it
Okay.
works really well with 1 or 2 words, like going to. I thought that
Okay.
sounded like me.
Yeah, it
But
did.
this is very, it's AI. It sounds like
Okay.
AI. So I just wanted you to hear the difference. So what I would do is I would take all of that, and you can record in here, and I would just read that myself, because I like what, it.
Okay.
For me, it's hard to come up with everything to say, and I make everything, like my rough drafts are so long. I have so many words in there, and then I'll put like when I do my videos, I usually do like 5 projects. I record each one separately, and then I put them all together. It's just easier to work with them. I don't know how you guys do it, but so I'll take my one video, like on the lampshade, and I'll put it in here and say, please help me make this thing more concise. How can I make this thing better? And then it will cut out words, or you can have it come up with the dialogue itself. And then you can have it add in all the little captions, which is really nice, because I think reels that have captions do better. So,
Yeah.
okay.
This is cool.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really amazing.
So now I'm going to switch to, so that's Descript. Okay. And in the free version, you can do a lot of things. You can put in the captions. You can do a lot of editing. I don't know about the AI voice. See, there's an but I'm not sure what's all included with the free, but there's a lot of stuff in the free version. Okay, so then the next one, and we've already talked about this one. Which one is it? Okay, so let me remove this and add this one. ChatGPT. Okay, so this. Okay, I'll tell you what it is, since it just starts talking. But I put the same reel into Chat GPT, And I asked it to help me make my reel better. And this is what it came back with. And it's all dialogue. It doesn't actually do anything to the video. So I said, this is what I said. I dropped the video in and I said, can you make this a great video? And so this is what it did. It told me that I should, whoops, let me stop this thing. So it told me, you know, this is what the title should be over my video. Don't throw away old sheets. It said, make sure your first frame shows the finished project, not the process. And then it tells you the next 2 seconds, you know, 2 to 6 seconds, and it shows you what you should do. And I like instruction. You know, sometimes I don't even know where to start. It just helps me. And my video might not end up like this, but it's a great way to start. And then what I really like, we'll go down here. Let's see, even tells me the music, which I don't know what cottagecore music is, but it's telling me to use it. So the other thing, this editing style, it says bright and warm filter, slightly increase exposure and warmth. And when I was actually doing this video, it said to do it in Canva. So I don't know how it knew I did stuff in Canva. I don't know how they know all that stuff.
Everything.
And I said, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to increase this exposure and the warmth in Canva. And it came out with step-by-step instructions to do it in Canva. And that just saves you so much time, because normally I'd have to go watch a video and go, how do I do this? How do I fix this? And then the other thing I thought was so funny, let me go a little bit farther.
While you're looking for that, the same thing happened to me and when I was doing with Chat GPT. I was trying to like have them micro edit this picture, and finally kind of gave up, and they were telling me how I could fix it step by step. And I told them I use PixArt, and they said, yes, that's excellent. They suggested Canva first, and then when I said I use PixArt, they were like, that's fine.
So did it give you the instructions then?
Mm-hmm.
The step by step? That's nice. I mean, it makes it so. Okay, so let's see, where am I? Okay, so here it's giving me this pro tip, which is huge for your audience, okay? So it knows my audience is over 60 because it said your niche over 60 DIY thrifting. So it wants simple transformation, budget wins, and cozy results. And it says to always show the final result first, which I don't always do.
I don't like to do that. I like to keep the surprise.
Yeah, the surprise at the end, yeah. And then the other thing I love with this, which I haven't done this, you guys probably have, but I haven't done this, was, let's see, we're trying to get here to the end. It gives me, where is it? Come on. Oh, it's up here already. A pin comment. I never put in a pin comment. And so I love that so I did this for my last video. It also gave me a pin comment. So I did that for the first time. And I didn't even know how to do a pin comment. So of course I said, I don't know how to do a pin comment. And it told me exactly what to do. So
Wow.
Wow, I don't know how to do that either.
What is it?
I don't
Comment.
so bad.
I don't know what that is.
Well, it's
okay.
like, so if you do like a collaboration video and you want to like post the playlist in your comments, you can hit the 3 dots on the side and then pin, and that way it stays at the top. So everybody else's comments come down in below it, and you see your comment first with the link to the
Gotcha.
playlist.
So
Wow.
it's nice to ask a question. And then on my last video, it also gave me another pinned comment to add after I got some comments.
Wow.
So it's very thorough.
Wow.
Okay, so let me go to the next thing. So I'm in this coaching thing, and what they super stress is trying to tell a story with your video, which is, for me, is I always thought it was really hard to do, because how do you tell a story with, you're doing a thrift flip? How do you make a story out of it? But really, so I have some examples of ways to make a story that you might not even, think of. So this is actually in here. So you just, when you're trying to tell the story, you want to think of who your video is for. What do they want? Like, what are they going to get out of this video? And you want to create that tension. What's in the way? Like, how do I get there? And then what will they get by the end of the video? And this is all from Think Media. So I just wanted to show some, because if you watch some of the biggest channels, they do that. So Debbie's Design Diary, she's probably the biggest story. Every one of her videos has a story. And I was I probably mentioned before that I did her DIY video boot camp, and she really stressed, doing a story. And you can see she doesn't do a video every week, because she's got involved stories that, that are in her video. So it really, if you can do it, it really does help. And then here's another way to, oops, I just hid that from stage. Okay, let's see. Can you see that? Probably not.
I can only see it on the
Side.
the portrait screen and not the landscape one.
Okay, let me show on stage. There we go. Oh. Well, it's lemons to lemonade. You know what? Let me add it a different way.
Yeah.
And let me add this. Here we go.
There it is.
Okay, so her title on her thumbnail is a story. You know what I mean? It starts the story. Is this worth saving?
Okay.
So do you guys do that at all?
Not really, no, but
I like this idea.
I do too.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
then,
it's like piquing an interest,
yes.
I mean, asking the question, it's piquing interest. Is this worth saving? Okay, well, let's watch and let's see. What do I think? Is it or is it not?
Let me show you.
Yes.
And in this coaching group, they emphasize thumbnails so much. I mean, they have a special office hours every week that you can go in there with any thumbnail question. They will analyze your thumbnails, because they think it all starts with the thumbnail. And really it does. If somebody likes your thumbnail, they're going to click on your video. And they think you should have your thumbnail made before you even start your video, which we can't do, because we want to usually put our final project in our thumbnail. But that's just huge with them, is thumbnails, and spending a lot of time on thumbnails. So I've got one more.
I think Kara even said that she always makes her thumbnails first.
Did she?
Yeah.
I remember her saying that. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I remember her saying that she makes her thumbnails first. From Kara from Lemons to Lemonade, she does that too.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
she could have in this thumbnail.
yeah, absolutely. I
Mhm.
remember her saying that, and I do make mine first. And typically,
Okay.
if I know I'm going to use an image or something, I'll just use a placeholder. So I already have some of my images for some of my future videos already done in PicMonkey. So
Okay.
No, that is good. Okay, so let me remove this. And then this is just one more, and she does storytelling in all of her XO McKenna.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And-
I don't watch. I haven't seen any of her videos. XL McKenna.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of vlog style, I would
Yeah.
say.
Okay.
You can see from the words on her that, you kind of know what's coming up. So I guess that could be part of a story too, I think of a story as, once upon a time and it has an ending, but you kind of have to rethink how you engage people with your story.
mhm.
Okay. Let's see.
This is where you say while you're looking, the what's in the way is one of those questions. What's in the way? I remember when I was a kid and I would watch sitcoms and I would get so frustrated whenever I knew that like Lucy or whoever I was watching, it's like I'm sitting there going, why don't you just tell the truth, or like I'm trying to stop the mayhem that's going to occur. It was so frustrating to me. It's like, oh, you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Stop.
That's the hallmark of Hallmark. I think what's a Hallmark movie? That's the Hallmark.
Oh yeah, right. You're absolutely right. I've gotten over it though as an adult viewer. It's like, yeah, go ahead, do it. See what's going to happen. But when I was a kid, it was like,
It's funny.
Okay, so okay, so this was my last video. And so do you see where there's these little spikes in the video?
mm-hmm.
That is
Yes.
where people are pausing
Oh.
or rewinding. So that is something that people are interested in. There's something in that spike where people are watching. So they suggested that might be a good place to do a reel.
Oh, okay.
So this is just a screenshot, so I can't go back and forth. But I wondered what those little spikes were, and so
You're finding this on YT Studio or YouTube Studio?
No, this is in my. Oh yes, this is in under engagement. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm being a little dense, so I'm going to stop and ask a question. So when you say do a reel, I'm always thinking, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, when you say a reel to me or a short on YouTube.
Oh,
so is it like you're just inserting basically that?
You know what? I haven't done it yet, but they were just saying if you need to come up with reels from your, you want to use the content you already have. So to get more content out there, that where there is a spike, that might be a good spot where people are obviously interested. So I know
make
that
a reel from that content.
Yeah.
And then, okay, gotcha. I understand now. Duh.
Okay. I'm sure it was me. I didn't get to ask AI how to say it better, more better. So. Okay, and then what? Oh, and then here is this is really the last thing. Sorry, I kind of like zoomed through. But let me remove this.
That's all right. I'm sure we're going to have a million questions for
Oh,
you. 'Cause
yeah,
it's really
I do.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay, and then this.
It is.
Oh, this is a video. This is a little video, so hang on. Okay, this is the thumbs up TV, and this will show you what your thumbnail will look like on every platform. So I guess I'm kind of going fast.
So where
but
do you find that?
that is at thumbsup.tv.
Thumbsup.tv. Thumbs.
And you
And
just
is
drop your, pardon?
Is that a free free?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a free service. Yeah. So you just drop your thumbnail there, right here, and then let's see. There's what it looks like on the TV,
Okay.
in a sidebar, in history, watch later, and then there's the mobile one.
Okay.
So you just want to make sure that your thumbnail can be read from all those different spots. So
Right.
like my thumbnail right here, you really can't. I mean, I can't remember what it says. I think it says, "Oh, shabby chic something." So I probably should have changed that, because you can't read it on a vertical. And as we know, verticals get tons of views just from watching your lives. I mean, you get like 10 times the views on vertical,
Yeah. We're
True.
finding that.
you know. So you just want to make sure that your thumbnail is legible on all those places. Because, sometimes you pack a whole bunch of stuff in there and no one can even read it. So anyway.
Yeah. Good point.
Okay, that's everything I have. So,
Well, you said a good thing today, although I think impartially, I think people were anxious to hear what you had to say. But you said they don't care so much about who's doing their presenting as what they're presenting.
right.
So
They were analyzing somebody's channel, and they were looking at all the different videos they had, and he wasn't even asking about interview video. He was like, you're really missing the boat on this one video where you say it's an interview with so-and-so. Because he's like, nobody knows who that is. But if you said what so-and-so was going to discuss, that's what people care about.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. So this Descript AI for the paid service, how much is that a month?
You know what? I don't remember, because I paid for it for the year, because you got quite a bit of discount. I think it was a couple $100.
Okay, for the year?
Yeah, for the year.
Okay.
Because you know how they give you a discount when you pay monthly versus monthly.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you went into the script, did somebody recommend it? Did you just happen upon it? Or did you get some YouTube hit on it, or like YouTube ads or Facebook ads?
Oh, I'll answer that in one sec. But there are a ton of YouTube videos on Descript, because it can do a ton. I mean, I just barely scratched the surface. But I am doing this coaching through Think Media, and they said to use Descript for all your reels, because you should always have the captions on your reels, and it will automatically put those on. So that's why I went there, and the first time I used it, I just used it for that, but it can do so much more.
wow. Now, does that do that in your voice?
The captions are,
Oh, the captions are text. Never mind.
yeah, and you can change the text and to whatever you like. And but I always say, well, what do you suggest? Because
Yeah.
so
Awesome.
So there is a free version of Descript.
yes, and it does a
So
lot.
how would you compare the free version of Descript or Descript in general to Chat GPT or Copilot?
Well, on ChatGPT, like on the free version of ChatGPT, I was working on my thumbnail. I actually like the thumbnail that ChatGPT created, but I was working on it and I was dropping I would revise it in Canva and then I would drop it back into ChatGPT. Well, you can only do that so many times and then you have to wait 24 hours. Well, you want to get especially me, because I'm so slow.
Yeah.
I want this video out. I can't wait 24 hours. So I paid for the Chat GPT too. Sometimes
No,
I think I get crazy and I get weak and I think, I'm just buying it. I can't wait another 24 hours.
now, is that $8 a month? Because I did that recently too, because I ran
think
out
so.
of
Yeah.
phone a friend questions. I had to have the whatever it was I needed, a picture or whatever it was.
Yeah. It's just so who can wait 20? They know you can't wait 24 hours.
Yeah.
Right. That's how they get you.
You're such a ringleader, Mara.
Too many times. That's why I go with Copilot, because I never have that problem.
Well,
I found it a lot easier then again, when I found the right browser for Copilot to do pictures with, I was in a lot better shape with Copilot. But I put the Chat GPT on my phone simply because I edit and I do everything on my phone. So it's easier for me, I think, but I'm anxious to explore Descript. Now, is it available as an app then? That's okay.
I think so. I mean, I have it on my Mac, so
Okay.
I'll
check
I do everything.
Play
Yeah, I don't
Store.
do anything on my phone. I mean, I do very little on my phone as far as editing goes.
Yeah, same.
The other thing, do you know there's a Chat GPT titles, and that helps you generate the titles for your video.
Oh.
Okay.
And then the other thing they told us, when I was working with Chat GPT with my thumbnail, I mean, we were going back and forth, and they warned us in this coaching group that the longer you work on one thing, the more sideways you can get with Chat GPT. It can be on track and then it can be off.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's why sometimes I just close the whole program and then start. And I might even rephrase my question.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
And there's a whole, what do I call it, pedagogy on how to ask AI questions so you get what you want. There's a whole, or you call it ontology or whatever, of how things need to be phrased in order to get what you need. So,
yeah, I've been having good luck getting good images like the first time around. Just like I'll ask, for this piece to be put in a blank kind of room and this on, on it. And, just lastly in the 16:9 aspect ratio, because if I don't, then I get it somewhere else. This is making Bronny's brain hurt.
I cannot even see the comments, y'all.
Well, I can't either.
Yep, there we go.
Huh.
See them now. It couldn't before. Well, hello, everybody. I see you now.
So Well, this Descript AI, I know you said it doesn't really make the video for you. But I mean, can you kind of like make it tweak your video and like
Oh,
change your
oh,
clips
yeah.
and stuff?
Yeah. So what I did is I use Final Cut Pro. So I made like a reel, and then I added, the different sayings, my voiceover. Then I put it into Descript so that it would know what I was talking about, and then I took out my voiceover and I asked it to come up with a better voiceover. And that's the one I played in the AI voice, in my AI voice.
So
Okay.
I feel like I'm extra hard-headed tonight or something that I'm not getting. But so walk me through then. You said you're going through into script and you're asking it to take out all your butts and all that kind of stuff. But so you have, so like when I do my editing, I use UCut. And so I'm dropping in, a combination of videos and pictures, and I'm editing each video. I'm taking the volume down because I always do voiceovers and, all that stuff. And I'm cutting out certain parts when it's showing, parts of my body I don't want to expose or whatever. But, so you dropping then that product into Descript, or are you editing? Is it a video editor also?
It's a video editor also. I just don't know how to, I just don't know how to do it yet. I'm just,
Okay.
so I'm taking my videos that I think are pretty, I have them to where I think I like them. And then I put them in one project at a time. And then I just say, how can I make this better?
Okay.
And it will actually edit the video.
Wow.
It will
Okay,
change
so that's
the video.
magic.
Yeah. And then
So
you
to
can
what-
revert. So if you don't like it, like, oh, geez, what'd you do? There's a revert button and it can all go back.
What the heck is that?
No. Well, I'm wondering if, now that you said that, I wonder if you can just dump your video into like Chat GPT, or
That is what I'm wondering.
I tried to do
wondering.
that, and ChatGPT didn't do anything with my video. It just gave me because that's what I was thinking. That's why I put my video in there. And I was, I said, can you help me make this better? Or whatever, something like that, thinking it would do the same thing descripted. And I thought, oh, I'll see which one I like, which one I like better. And then it just gave me, what to do, the scripts to add. But I'm okay with that too. So.
Okay. So you got more like tips and ideas from chat versus with Descript, it could actually change things for you and, make things better, delete things, add things in, etc. Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, it's really easy to edit because it puts it in words and it's just like editing a document.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
See, my screen, I'm on my phone tonight, so my screen is so
that's
small.
right.
I have to go back and rewatch the show because I couldn't really see all of that, sadly.
Go watch the Descript YouTube video.
Okay.
Because the ones I watched, people didn't edit any of, if they say something twice, you know how we oh, that's not how I want to say it. And you say it again, or you say it again.
Yeah.
You can leave all that in there and it knows that last one is your best one. And it will remove the first two times you said it bad.
Wow.
Really? Okay.
Now, I don't do it every time, but.
Bronny has a question. She
And I
said,
can
can I ask each creator here, how long does it take to edit a regular length video, say 5 to 10 minutes long? Cheryl, you go first. How long does it take you?
Well, I'm very slow, so it takes me probably 10 hours.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just very, very slow.
Your videos are very, very good though. They're
Yeah.
good.
I'm trying to, that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to get faster. That's why I'm doing this coaching thing. So, but thank you.
Well,
You're welcome.
myself, so it depends on a lot of things. So I use UCut on my phone. So I'm not, putting cables on and transferring files or anything like that. So it's all right there on my phone, and I just drop those things in. So it depends. Now, like for instance, the video that I'm putting up for the pop art challenge is, I think it's 14 minutes long approximately. But I just finished editing it tonight, and I would say it only took me a half hour. But that's because I've been editing as I go. So in that program, I can, have different drafts, and I name them right away so I don't get confused. And then I can just easily look where I quit filming that day, and look where my last clip is, and just start popping those things in again and editing. I'm going away tomorrow, so I knew I had to have this done. So that's why I do it from the start. Like I take a picture of my old piece. If it's a challenge, I put in the challenge information. I get that stuff all going when I first put my first tutorial part, of the video in myself. So that's what I do. So I'm going to say, that being said, and another thing I do that I don't put, like, I feel like watching someone paint something can be really boring, especially if it's a large piece of furniture. So I'm either speeding it up, or sometimes when I'm filming, I'm thinking, they don't need to see me put a second coat on. So I'm just stopping, like, why put all that video in that you're just going to cut out? So I really didn't answer your question very well, but it doesn't take me real long.
So I'll go next. I'm more like Cheryl. It does take me 10 hours sometimes. I'm maybe a little different because I do say a lot and I don't flow it very well. So what I've done is I have two computers, two laptops, and I have to go somewhere quiet. I have a very echoey house. So, anyway, so my voice quality I don't feel is the best, but I have one computer where I look at my footage. I don't edit it before. I save it all up and I put it in one big file. Then I go through it and I pick what I want, and then I type on one laptop. So I have what I want to say. I run it through. Now that I know, CP, I think that's probably been the last maybe 10 videos. I run it through Copilot, and I have them clean up my what I'm going to say, and then I go to my video and I kind of, I say what I want and I make the video length kind of match what I want to convey so
Let
that
me
I don't
ask-
take that.
So you said you put it in CP to refine what you want to say, but are you dropping the video in, or did you say you have a script? Like,
No, I have a script on one computer.
so that it's written, you copy
Yeah.
and paste and put it in, and then,
So then
okay.
as I'm recording, I'm reading it from one and recording it on the other. Or sometimes I'll go back and forth. I'll have half of a window over here open and half of one open over here.
Okay. See, I don't write a script. That's just me.
Yeah, I don't either. Sure, but I thinking of that, would the script AI, if you put your video in there, would it write you a script? Sure.
I'm sure
Okay.
it would. I haven't done it. Well, I did do it with the reel, so yes, it would.
Okay. So okay. I mean, even if you had no words or anything,
Yeah,
like
I think it probably would,
okay.
but I haven't done that yet. But I think it probably would. I'll try. You know what? I'll try it with a reel, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that would definitely make your life easier, Mara. You wouldn't have to write the script. It would already be written. It would, yeah,
That would be done. And,
yeah, it'd
and
be done.
Yeah.
put all those mismatched clips in there and then, you know, say, edit this. I would be curious. I'm thinking about taking my favorite clips from my clip art, you know, my pop art, even though I'm pretty close to being done, just to see. Yeah, I'm really close to being done. Anyway, so,
I think it's
two things I just wanted to say. That's a great question from Bronny. And then, Crystal, you didn't answer the question because I'm really curious.
Okay.
How long does it take you?
it's true.
Um, anywhere between 1 to like 3 hours tops.
Oh, wow.
Like
Oh.
that's on the high end. That's like if I have a lot of ums in there and I have to delete all of my, because you got to go in there, you got to trim them out and bring them together. Yeah, I've got it pretty streamlined myself. Again, I mean, sometimes my videos are 8 minutes long and it might take me an hour to make the 8-minute long video. Or if I'm making a 18 to 20-minute video, it might take me, closer to that 3-hour mark. So it really, I guess, just depends on how much editing I need to do. But I have it pretty streamlined myself, like Levon does. I create folders on my phone, and then I just move the folder into another folder on my computer when I transfer them. And then I just transfer that folder into my editing app, and it's all right there. And I can just click all of them in order. They're all in order. They go into my editing software in order. So it's all right there. And I just figure it out from there. So, but I don't usually do anything really fancy. Like I don't do these intros and stuff like that, which I really notice. Like, I think that's helpful. When I watch Cheryl's videos, I'm like, wow, I really love how you do that at the beginning. It's like you are trying to tell your story and everything like that. So I think that's really great advice. And I am going to take it.
Now, I don't know about all of those intros, because I can think of one that I do watch quite a bit, and it's a 15-20 second intro, and it's it has the music and everything, and I just grab my phone and I touch the top of it so that I can get right through that intro.
Oh, but is that the intro that they put on every video, like a little, that's not the intro we're talking about.
Okay, good. Yeah, don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I like to pop mine in like right after the beginning, what Dar calls the hook. I like to like say something about what I'm going to be doing, and then I put a 4-second clip that says step by step. Then that's that series of videos. So because I figured people don't want to watch that, and I figure if I only keep it at 4 seconds, they won't skip it. They'll have
I
to
used
get
to
back.
forget to introduce myself. I don't say my name. I always think
Yeah.
I don't even think about it. But does someone really care? I'll say it in some video. So
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I remember one time I was at a Dixie Belle conference, and there was a speaker there, and Jennifer Allwood, and and she said a couple interesting things. She said when you start your video, you should be immediately introducing yourself, immediately asking your viewers to subscribe and all that stuff. But then by the same token, she said, don't, that was someone's advice, someone else's. She said, don't do it right away, because it's kind of like, don't you want to date a little bit before you get married? It's like jumping into things too fast here,
Yeah.
So I have to wonder if that might be more a personal preference, like, the one that liked the personal touch of, hey, I'm so and so, and this is my channel, and this is what we're going to talk about today. And then the other one's like, hey, don't don't you want to talk about furniture flipping? And I'm
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do know I recently did a video. I did it a little bit differently. I did the intro where I just kind of did it was like a quick recap or pre-cap. I'll call it a pre-cap of all of the flips that I was going to do in the video. And that video actually did a lot better than I had been doing on my videos. I gained a lot more views and
good.
subscribers on that video. So I did notice the little pre-cap on their introduction where I showed what I was going to be doing throughout the video. It wasn't very long. It was maybe like 15, 20 seconds or something like that. And yeah, so I don't know. I might try it again and see how it goes. I mean, doesn't hurt to try.
That's right.
And I think it is another thing too with AI is it's going to adopt your style too. Like, so I don't really think you have to give up your personality, because I know, like myself, like when you're talking about editing, like in this week's video, lots of times I'll say something and then I'll correct myself. And I think, well, I could just delete that, or just edit around it. But then I think, when you're trying to be conversational with people, because I remember one time I asked Tom, to critique something for me. And he said, well, yeah, it's good. It sounds really professional, but it doesn't sound like you, So, I was saying something. I was talking about something in my video and I said about uploading it. And then I said, well, download rather, rather than go back and change it. I just feel like for my personality, it keeps it more conversational, But
Yeah.
everything.
I don't think you have to fix every mistake.
Right.
And besides, someone might comment on your mistake, and that's a comment.
Yeah.
That's right. like that time I called a hexagon an octagon. Wait, no, the hexagon table an octagon.
Yes.
Wait, what? Yes, I called it an octagon. It was a hexagon. I truly thought it was an octagon.
Yeah.
I got a lot of comments about that.
That's funny.
Comments are good.
Yeah.
And that's probably a good thing. So Gretchen, yeah. Ginger Chick Rehab, not saying this with any disrespect, but she pronounces decoupage. She adds an extra syllable to it. And apparently her viewers have commented endlessly on it because I'm always thinking it, and so I've heard her say, I know I say it weird, but that's how I say it, so she, recognizes it and doesn't bother to change it, so.
Yeah. Yes. Like I said, for Mod Podge, I say Mod Podge. I don't, it just comes out that way. I try not to say it that way.
Lel says
Mod
that
Podge.
too, Modge Podge.
Yeah. So,
So Bronny says, I kind of think it depends on why you're watching the video, which was the second question that they said in your coaching, right?
yeah.
I don't watch TV as much. I put a YouTube video on while I work. If they're in long form, I just want to know how to do a particular thing, then quick. But yeah, that's who's it for and what do they want? So
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. Awesome video. I loved all this advice. I'm going to try this out. Yeah, definitely good stuff here, Cheryl. Good stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So I have a little thing to show you here of our upcoming challenge.
Yeah, you better hurry. We only have 45 seconds left.
45 seconds. I think it'll go over. We'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, I go over on my Tuesday talks all the time.
It's not hard to do. The hour goes by so fast.
It It really does, especially when the topic is, I've never ever thought, geez, when are we going to be done? This is boring. We always have fun for one thing, but yeah, so this is a really interesting topic that I think all of us are interested in. So Mara, tell us about the Pop Art Challenge.
Well, love it or hate it, this is the Pop Art Challenge. And why did I pick it? I just have to watch my video because I love halftones. No, for some reason, it just kind of popped in my mind. I know when I did the video about pop art, it was so interesting to me. And I'm really inspired by the ladies over at Gray Gardens Designs. I just love what they put together. However, it's not truly pop art, right? As we know from our learning, it's more of a, what is that? The graffiti pop art.
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, so
It's like I think we called it modern pop art or something. We called it. We coined its own phrase.
we renamed it or something. Yeah. So anyway, the challenge is the 18th. There is a $50 Amazon gift card prize so that you can pay for something you might need. Order from Amazon. And there's a playlist which is already out, I think. And the voting is literally in the playlist. Is that you just vote for your favorite one. So this is a vote counting, vote to win. So you have to call all your friends and say, even if you don't watch all the other videos, watch mine and vote for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're at it, you might as well just watch all the videos too. So
Yes.
Do you have one upcoming to tell us about?
Oh yes. The Furniture Flippin' Saturday collaboration. This one's hosted by Shabby Meets Bling, and I'm co-hosting this one. So that one's got no theme. It's your video is to air on May 9th, and Dawn does that playlist stagger thing. So if you choose to, you can be on that playlist stagger, which is really kind of fun because we go from one video to the next video to the next video until they're all through. And we just watch everybody's video together. And it's great engagement for each other and everything. So yeah, that's a good one.
And that's Flippin' Furniture Saturday.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right.
I got
Well, my gosh, like you said, the hour.
It's in my flipping garage.
You got it. All right.
I need to walk in there.
Oh my gosh.
And
Well, I
do we
think
have a theme yet for the Unique Antique Challenge?
Not yet. Oh, not yet. I'm giving Tara a little time. I know she's been working on that. Her pop art thing. So her brain's a little fried at the moment.
For sure.
I'm gonna have to send her my top 10 ideas so that she can pick one of those.
Yes. I'm surprised she didn't pick something like maximalism or something. So
I know that's what I was thinking. I'm like, Matt, okay, I gotta save
Well,
something.
she might. You never know. She might, huh?
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
interested to find out for sure.
Uh-huh.
Well, as usual, we thank you guys so much for coming on and watching and talking to us. We just love that. We love the interaction, and so it was a great show. Thank you, Cheryl.
It was good. Good job. Yay! Give yourself a pat on the back. That was
Well, I'm hopping on a little train tomorrow and heading to Boston for 4 days. So visiting my friends.
Fun.
A long weekend.
That'll be fun.
How fun.
So
yes. Have a great time.
thanks. And see you next week then.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye.